Today we are going to discuss about the influence of human activity on the environment. Improvement of the agriculture, health, medicine have produced a dramatic rise in the human population. You will find that the population of the human has been increasing drastically over centuries. You will see that after 20th century there is very high increase in the population. This increase in the population leads to an increase in the pollution and higher demand for the world's resources for the consumption of the human. Humans are using up the earth's resources including fossil fuels, forest, minerals and others. Burning fossil fuels in cars and power stations produces carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide and other greenhouse gases, which leads to air pollution. Carbon dioxide traps heat in the atmosphere and causes the temperature of the earth to rise. This leads to disruption of the weather pattern like drought and flood is caused. Some weed may thrive on the extra carbon dioxide while other plants are killed. You will see that the greenhouse effect when the heat is trapped in the atmosphere, reflected sunlight is refracted rays radiate into space, but it is not radiated properly due to the concentration of the greenhouse gases. Sulfur dioxide will dissolve in the rain, producing acid rain. Acid rain damages trees and pollutes river and lakes. Acid rain withers trees in a coniferous forest in Europe. Acid rain causes erosion of the building and statues, particularly if they are made of limestone. You can see in the example how the statue has been damaged due to acid rain. Deforestation. To many countries, people are chopping down forest to provide timber and space for agriculture and for urban development for the growing population. You'll find that there are many areas which are being deforested. This causes several problems. Burning the timber increases the level of the carbon dioxide in the air. Less trees means less carbon dioxide absorption for the photosynthesis. Soil is eroded as it is exposed to the wind and rain. Less water is transpired into the atmosphere, leading to less number of rainfalls. Many animals and plant habitats are destroyed, causing extinction of many species of the plants and animals. Intensive farming. Farming has become more intensive to provide a higher percentage of the yield from the land. Many people regard intensive farming of the animal to be cruel. In order to produce more food from the land, farmers have to use more fertilizers and pesticides, which in turn lead to more pollution of the water and soil. Problems with fertilizers. Fertilizers enable farmers to grow more foods as they are replacing the nutrients removed from the soil by plants. However, if too much fertilizer is added and it then rains, the fertilizer finds its way into the rivers and lakes. This causes water plants to grow as there is competition for light, some will die. Bacteria decay the dead plants into so doing uses oxygen from the water. This means the fish suffocates and die. This process is called eutrophication. Raw sewage pumped into the river has the same effect on the water bodies. Pesticides. Pesticides kill insects that will damage crops. They also kill harmless insect or can get washed into rivers and pollute the water. They may even end up in the food chain. You will find that many species are affected by the use of the fertilizers and chemicals in the agriculture. In 1960, DDT in the food chain threatened bird population. Many birds of the prey came close to extinction. So the effect of the DDT can be seen that it killed insects, parasites, which leads to killing of caterpillars. DDT accumulated in the crocodiles, others, cockroach. As the cat died, the rat population flourished, and so did the outbreak of the plague. What can we do? The real questions arises how we can manage the menace of the human population on the environment. Organic farming. This produces less food and is more expensive, but it does not produce the pollution problem of the intensive farming. Use farmyard manure as a fertilizer and set aside land for growth of wild plant. Biological control of the pest. This means using natural predator to eat pest instead of pesticide. It does not have harmful effect. Develop alternative energy sources. Conserve our rapidly diminishing fossil fuels reserve by using solar power, wind energy, thermal, geothermal energy, and other sources of the alternative energies, tidal energy, and others. Solar and wind are the major source of alternative energy for human. Benefits of conserving endangered species. It can we can develop ecotourism for the species. There can be agricultural benefit, species indicator, maintaining diversity in the gene pool. So we can have a great advantage of conserving endangered species. Thank you for listening discussion. Now you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay tuned for getting more videos and lectures.